Oh my gosh, the Harvest Festival is about to begin. Alright. Well, let's see what happens. Alright, so Franklin's hiding somewhere. Behind a tree or a building. If he's hiding behind trees in the wrong area, life could be painful. For lack of a better word. Okay, so I feel like they've tricked me with that. We'll speak about that in just a moment. But here is our cornucopia. No, I have no huge feast planned because I am not American. My Thanksgiving was last month, thank you very much. Okay, anyway. So for anyone who doesn't know, there's a turkey. His name is Franklin. He's been invited to town. Mortimer wants to eat the guy. Franklin's like, uh-oh, I'm a little worried about this. So he's hiding, and he wants me to steal the utensils so that they can't eat him, because that's apparently how it goes. Does not look more formal to me there, bud. Okay, so anyway, yeah, we can steal the knife and fork without having spoken to him, which is nice. And apparently, your villagers will tell you something. Also, he's talking about red. There you go, Acre C. Okay, so he's somewhere in this row. Okay, I've done some research since this stream this morning because I was trying to figure out a couple things. This apparently, I checked Brian's video, and in it he says that the Harvest Festival is the only event to actually give you duplicate protection. Okay, so Red is scheduled for tomorrow, which is kind of crazy because, again, normally he wouldn't be scheduled this soon after Sahara, but because it's an exception, it's a special event, that's why that's going to happen that way. Okay, there you go. See, he's right there. That's our guy. No need for violence. So he's gone now. So now I can run back. Maybe this won't take long. Anyway, yeah, so apparently, according to Brian's video, this is the only thing that actually works in that. Like, it has duplicate protection, and it will always give you something unique, similar to how basically everything works in New Horizons. So that's interesting. And if that is the case, then this won't take that long. And there you go. He's right there. I can see him already. So now we can just go yoink, and then run down here, and then talk to him again. Gobble! So yeah, this actually might be like under an hour, and I was kind of like freaking out about this. Now, obviously, if I had to do like turnips and this, it would make for a longer day. But yeah, if this is as simple as just do this, then it won't be that bad. And then also being able to like talk to your villagers, kind of helpful. There you go, Acre B. Easy. Like, yeah, this actually might be like, I always thought this was like the easiest event and there was nothing to be worried about. Okay, I thought that was him for a second. I'm like, no, it's not Acre B. Anyway, I always remember as a kid having the harvest set. So when I was like thinking like, oh, maybe it was too hard to get it all. No, like if it does work this way, like we've just got 2, that doesn't mean anything. But if it does work that way, that would make... Oh, what? Hello? I didn't even try to talk to him. I literally just ran into him by accident, and he just started the conversation. Okay, so what do I have? A sofa, lamp, and bed. I mean, honestly, if it works this way, this is going to be like the easiest event ever. And yeah, again, that's why like I remember having this set, if that's the case. Because if I could have got this like this quickly as a kid, then sure, it would have happened. Also, it's during the day, and I was able to like play more consistently during the day. So, yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, this is going to probably be pretty easy. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And then yes, tomorrow. So obviously turnips, we have not got our spike. Maybe it's gonna happen tomorrow. And if it doesn't, then I'll just sell. And I'm hoping that the price will increase again tomorrow, and it doesn't decrease. If it increases, we can probably make like close to 3 mil in profit, I would say, which would be nice, especially because of red. However, the thing is, because red shows up at night, we won't be able to do anything for red until late. Which means I'm on the hook for another 6 o'clock stream. It's going to be very similar to Halloween, basically. Is what I'm realizing at this point. I'm gonna annoy Dizzy if I keep talking to him like this. But yeah, basically, like, tomorrow's gonna be similar. I'll do a stream in the morning. I'll deal with sale day and the pinwheels and Nook and all that stuff, because that is somewhat time-consuming. It won't take that long, but I'd rather get that out of the way, and then we can, you know, do the other stuff. Maybe do a little bit of organizing. And, let me think. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. I mean, yeah, basically I do need to sell the turnips tomorrow. And I'm either going to sell at a loss, or I'm going to sell at a profit, or I'm going to sell at a huge profit, basically. Hey, it's the 3 different outcomes that are standard. But yeah, like, there's not much I can do about that. But it makes sense to do 2 streams, because, like, even if I'm just selling without a spike, it is going to take a little bit of time to get through all this stuff. So it'd be nice to split it up. And because it's going to be late, it's also, that's another problem, you know? Like, Halloween was like, okay, I started, like, just a little bit after 6, and I did that for ages. You know? Like, ages. Because 3 hours and 40 minutes, nearly 4 hours of streaming trying to get everything. This, congrats. I have almost half the items in 10 minutes. This is the easiest thing ever. So, yeah, it's interesting. Because here's the other thing is I was doing all that research and I saw multiple videos that like, yeah, he can give you duplicates, so you just have to keep trying. And then meanwhile, the other thing's like, yeah, no, he doesn't do that. This is the one thing where he doesn't. And it's just, I actually hate it, but I love Animal Crossing misinformation. There's so much of it. It's such a pain. I've always wanted to like put together something that, like, since I started. Well, I mean, I've always liked the idea of like putting together little guides. I did do like as a kid. I started like one little Animal Crossing guide, like early on, but I never got super far in it. But I've always and like it's always like game guides have always been fun. I've always kind of thought about it, but it's just like the amount of work. And like when I read guides online, sometimes it bothers me enough that I'm like, no, I'm gonna make my own guide, and then I don't, because I'm like, nah, it's gonna take too much time, it's too much work, and the cycle will continue. Anyway, when I started playing New Horizons, and I played and I learned all this stuff, like 3 months in, I started looking things up, and at that point, I was like, oh my gosh, all this information online is junk. I hate it. It was so annoying. And I was considering like putting together like some sort of resource or guide or something. Same thing with this. I'd love to like just make like a quick one that makes it very obvious and clear to people, you know? Like it's not like some are like so in depth. It's like, hey, here's like just very quick, very simple, very clear what you need to do. That kind of thing. Anyway, that's 6 items, so we're halfway done and it's been 11 minutes. So this is actually like the easiest event. And I always thought it was the easiest event, so I'm glad that I was right. Because, like, yeah, Toy Day, it doesn't take long, but you can only get 10 items, which is really bad and limiting. And then Halloween, you need to get your candy, and that took a long time, so I knew that would be a while, but we'd be able to get everything. And then this is just like, yeah, just show up, steal some cutlery, you'll be fine. And yeah, we've already done it 6 times, and it does seem to be the case where you always get something unique. So I cleared that space for all the items so I can drop them there, but I'm not really going to need to because I can just put them like straight in the house and there's not going to really be duplicates. I'm kind of considering getting a couple duplicates just to see what I get, but of course that's not necessary. I am thinking about it because you know how I am. So C is probably the worst acre for me to have to look in just because it's where the split is. But obviously still it's not that big a deal. Although I have obviously done a full loop at this point almost. So he's bound to be somewhere. And he's behind like Boots' house. Yep. And yeah, if you just run into him, he automatically talks to you. Which makes sense because if you don't see him, I think considering he is hiding, and like, if you have the wrong angle or the wrong thing in the wrong place, you're not gonna see him peeking out. So that makes sense. So yeah, there you go. 7 items. And what was that? That's a dresser. I mean, yeah, we are making progress. So today's gonna be a lot easier than I thought. And then with red, it's still gonna take a while. I had made plans so that I had the whole day available, basically. But I'm not going to need that because, well, I mean, maybe it'll still benefit me. But that would mean I'd have to see the first Friday spike, and that's not happened yet. I'm welcoming a Friday spike, you know? If it happened, that would be cool, but... Even if I just get, like... I don't know, honestly, as long as the price doesn't go down today, I'll be happy, because it's still going to be, like, some money, and that money would essentially cover... buying things from Red, right? So, like, if that's covered, that's nice. Because that's obviously, like... I mean, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to buy from Red. I've estimated that the average, just based on every time I see him, average price to buy him out is like 25k. So, 40 times, 40 trips, which is 120 items. That's, you know, 1 mil. So if I did like 120 trips, or 120 stores, being 360 items, that would be like 3 mil. And is that enough? Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Right? I mean, if there are like 400 and... I looked at this earlier. If there are 445 items that can be regular, that, like, this is the thing, it's not an exact number. There are 445 non-orderable items, or sorry, orderable items, like just regular items, right? Okay, that's like, that's cock-a-doodle-doo, man. He's imitating, yeah, he's like, wait a minute. I'm imitating chickens. This ain't right. I don't know why that's the spot he keeps going, but like, I've seen him there twice, and it's so easy, it's so nice. Where was I going? I was saying something. I'm struggling to remember. Oh yeah, there's 445 regular orderable items. Now some of these I don't think can show up in Red's 10. Like the flower models, right? The flower models, there's 9 of those. Those are in that list. And there's a couple things from Tortimer, like the weed model, right? You can't get that from Red. So like, if I said it was like 430, maybe that's closer to what it actually is. Like 430 items you can get from Red. So, sorry, that's 430 regular items that you could buy from Red. And then there's the 67 or 66, I think it's 66. The 66 items that Red has that are exclusive to him. So, let's just say there's like 500 furniture items. Does that even make sense? 500? Wait, did he say D or C? I thought he said D, but now I've mixed up. I'm doing too many things at once here. Okay, it was D. I mean, this is like near as efficient as possible, obviously. But if I knew to talk to the villagers as a kid, this would have taken, like, I can have this done in like 20 minutes. So as a kid, I could probably have this done in half an hour top. So yeah, this is pretty reasonable. I'm just trying to think, is 500 correct? Wait, no. I'm sorry. That is not right. Yeah, that didn't sound right. Did he say C or D? He said C that time. Jeez. Sorry, I'm thinking too much, and it's actively causing me problems because I'm getting mixed up. Yeah, so the 445 already includes the items from Red. So basically, if you take away the orderable items, and then you'd have to take away the raffle items too. That's the other thing that I was forgetting about. You have to take away the raffle items. So if we're like down to like 430 with like the models and a couple of those things, then the raffle items would definitely take it down to like 400. So I think the pool of items that Red can sell is probably around 400. So if I was to buy them out 100 times, sorry, 120 times, I'd get 360, which would be close to what I need. However, obviously, if you have the right amount of luck, you're more likely to see red items at Reds. And they are equally weighted. So I don't know how this works exactly. Obviously, I'm just saying that, like, sure, if he has 400 items he could sell, but there's 600, so there's 66 unique ones, and they're more likely to be sold if you have the right luck, then, I mean, going to him 120 times, which is 360 items that you'd see, you think maybe that's enough. But, like, how quickly would I be able to... Like, goofy hat. Don't call my hat goofy, dude. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Like how quickly could I buy them out 40 times, you know? If I run to the store, buy once. Done. right? And then I have to like talk to Copper and find the next one. Done. So, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. It could be quick. It might not be. I mean, like, could I buy from him 40 times in an hour? Or is that crazy? Because I'm saying, like, oh, 120 times. You think that'd be plenty. But it's like, is that 3 hours that I'm talking about? I mean, realistically, I need 14 items. If everything he showed to me was new, it would only take, like, 5 visits. Which I could probably do in, like, 10 to 15 minutes. I mean, if I give 2 minutes for a visit, but even like the amount of dialogue you got to deal with Red is like making me think I can't say something like that. You know, like is 2 minutes enough? Like I need to run all the way to Copper from wherever, talk to him, figure out where he is, run all the way there, go through all the yapping, and then just buy everything. And I'll have to restock money throughout, which could add up a little bit of time every now and then. So I'd say like I guess I could do one every 3 minutes. I could do 20 an hour, probably. And then I can do it all night. That's the other thing, right? Alright, you know what that means. I have officially completed the Harvest series. That literally took 20 minutes. Imagine the Halloween stream being over 3 hours shorter. Because that's what we'd be looking at if this was the case. That's actually kind of nuts, honestly. I'm just going to say that. So obviously you can do this as much as you want. You could make a little bit of money from doing this, but I don't know if it'd be worth doing. Like the TV, for example, is 3,333 bells. It's not an incredible number, but like depending on how quickly you can find them, and if you just did this the whole time, I mean, you could make profit, definitely. I think the jingle stuff's worth more, but that's obviously more limited. So okay, grab one more, and then my inventory will be full, so I'll go and drop things. And I don't know, it's like I could do a couple more. I kind of feel like I want to get an extra chair, but I also don't care that much. You know, like, don't matter that much. But yeah, I'm happy to have this done, because I was like worried that this was going to take a long time. I knew I'd be able to do this one, it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I mean, this is way easier than I thought. Also, hey, I say basically, I'm done the event. This is the easiest thing ever. 20 minutes. Crazy. I knew this would be like the easiest one, but I didn't realize it'd be this easy. And like you can literally talk to your villagers and they'll say which like row he's in, which makes it even easier to find him. I wish I could do that with Joan. That would be nice. Like, which row's Joe in? Okay, great. Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna drop those there. Those are the extras. And we go over here. I mean, I wish there was a megaphone for Joan. Obviously, you can do that in at least New Leaf. So that's pretty nice. But not in this. Turnips, they went up, but no spike. So I'm in a weird spot. Now, going into this week, I've said it a bunch, but I did not have a good feeling about this week, right? And we didn't get a decrease, but I was like, okay, but are we not, like, I have not seen a non-spike. I've only seen spikes or decreases since July. We've not seen just a week where there's no spike or no decrease. And I have a feeling that this week is going to be that week. Because it just hasn't happened in a very long time, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling is going to happen. But obviously I could still technically get the first Friday spike that I've seen at least. There's been a couple like raffle Fridays where obviously I haven't been able to see what happened. So it's possible that we have seen a spike on a Friday, but it's just not been observed because the situation, and then the store's been closed or not, selling, whatever. And if that's the case, then yeah, like you can't really do much. But we haven't had a decrease all week, which that's a good thing. Like, I think there's only been one time where I've actually made profit off of a non-spike week. Like, only once. Because every other time, the price decreases. Like, every time the price goes up, the chance of it decreasing the next day increases as well. So, like, when you're already halfway into the week, it's like a 50% chance at least, I think. So, like, at this point, the high chance that it'll decrease. But if it doesn't, we would make a little bit of money. And it would maybe be enough to help us buy stuff from Red tomorrow. But it won't be anywhere near what we'd make otherwise, right? Like, if I'm at 100 and... Like, okay, let me get the numbers just to be extra here. I bought it 127, went to 133, 141, 151, 163. So it was up. It went up by 6, and then like 8, and then 10, and then 12. So it should go up like 14 tomorrow. And if that's the case, then it would be 177, which is 50 more than 127, which is not quite halfway, but I'd say it's at least 40%. I spent nearly 7 mil, 40% of 7 mil, blah, 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 blah. You know, like that's what we get. And obviously, if I sold on a spike this week, we'd make like 47 mil probably. We're at like 6.8, and 7 would be 49. So like 6.8.5. So yeah, I'd say at least 47 mil would be our profit. So it's like, oh, 3 mil-ish versus 47 mil, or like obviously night and day. But I would welcome 3 mil in profit over a decrease, obviously. Because decreases are annoying and leave me with less money. So yeah, basically I'm ready, regardless, for tomorrow. And we're gonna just figure that out. But, I'm gonna have to do 2 streams. Very similar to today, actually. Because today I streamed in the morning, did all my stuff, and checked the turnips, and I didn't have to do anything, so great, that was a quick and easy stream. And then I did some research after, and I realized, oh, I could have just done 1 stream, probably. Because this took like 20 minutes, but it's fine, who cares? It's not that big a deal. Just based off of, like, the previous stream was like 15 minutes, and this is like 28. So yeah, anyway. So tomorrow I'll have to do a stream in the morning. Just to, like, deal with the store and deal with turnips. And then I'll come back at night to deal with Red. Because, again, Red only visits at 6 p.m. And it's the same on sale day, except supposedly he just shows up indefinitely. And you can keep buying from him. So that means it's going to be very similar to Halloween. And then I'm going to show up at or just after 6 p.m. on a Friday. And I'm going to go crazy buying things. Or doing things for hours. So yeah, tomorrow night, that's going to be the big stream of this week. I thought this would be longer, but I didn't realize until between streams, because I did research. I'd done some research, but only like... I was literally having this was complaining about this earlier, but Animal Crossing information, as we've obviously spoken about a lot, is not always reputable. There's a lot of sites that just say things, and it's like, that's not true. You know? And like, that's the thing. Like, if you look at Brian's video, he says like, oh, the Harvest Festival is the only event in the game where it gives you new items every time. That's true, because I did not get a single dupe until I had the full set, and nothing else works like that in this game. But Wikipedia doesn't mention that. Like, no other places mention that. The other guys I found didn't say that. The one guide I found, which was, I don't know if it was NeoSeeker or something else, said that like, he might give you duplicates, so keep doing it. And it's like, dude, that's not even true. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was curious to see what the German wiki will say. And you know, Red is, he's an on-time guy because he's got money to make. And again, like, same thing. Like, the other thing... Okay, I got another chair. I think I don't care anymore. Or maybe I don't share anymore. I'll be here all week. Okay, I'm gonna decorate now. So, we're gonna just give me a moment on that. We're gonna switch over and get to decorating. But yeah, basically, like, none of the other ones say that, like, you can keep buying from Red on sale day, but Brian says that, so it's like, okay, well, I'm planning to just buy from Red for hours tomorrow night. And if that works, great. If it doesn't work, then I'll figure it out. Okay, so is there anything else I'm missing? I need to, like, update my catalog. I haven't done that yet, so just give me a moment. The cornucopia. I need to start using the secret codes. I know I can use them all in one day, but you can only use 3 per session, so if I save and quit, I can use more. And I have 2 weeks to figure that out. Cornucopia. Okay, so I've marked that off. And then everything else is just the harvest stuff. So harvest bed, bureau, chair, clock, dresser, lamp, mirror, sofa, table, TV. And I have to also go get the harvest wall and the harvest rug. I'm at 92% according to my spreadsheet now, so that's cool. And now we look at the catalog numbers. So 538, that is correct. So we're up 13 items, 1 cornucopia. Sorry, we're up to 11 items in this section because we were at 527 before. We're at 13 overall, sorry. So furniture, it's all 10 harvest items and the cornucopia. Very simple. And if you want to see them, they are right here. Look at them in all of their glory. So as I said, the bed, bureau, chair, clock, dresser, lamp, mirror, sofa, table, and TV. That's all 10. If you look at the wallpaper, we're at 65 now out of 67. We're missing the jingle one and like the block one or the mushroom mural, whatever it's called. I don't care. This one's also at 65. Same deal. We have everything from Wendell and Sahara, all the regular ones. We're just missing the jingle and the Mario one. Okay, sorry. Let me read this. The German wiki says if you bring the cutlery to him, he'll give you an item in the Harvest series. You can repeat as many times as you want to get more items of the series. Super helpful. I mean, that's how it works in every game, but I feel like more places just say this is the only one where it's super easy to get everything. I don't know. I like to have all that information, but yeah. I am really hoping we can add another star to one of these things soon. Clothing is not going to happen. Tools, this could happen tomorrow if I get really lucky. If I get the right pinwheels, we could be done with all this stuff. And we'd have another star, which would be nice. Gyrates we're still waiting on. This we're still waiting on. Clothing's going to take forever. And this, I'm going to use the codes in the next 2 weeks, and that'll get us up one more. But then I'll still need the jingle stuff. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do that. Because realistically, I could do like 5 furniture attempts and hope I get the other 5 jingle items that I don't have. or yeah, I don't know. Or I do like 7, and then I get the shirt, and I get the wall, and I get the floor, so then I could just say that those categories are done, because that would be nice. But I get okay, a hint or explicit wording. I could always add it. I could always add it. I feel like I don't know how to add things to Wikipedia. I've obviously edited Wikipedia as a child and made some funny edits. Haha, yes, very funny. But I feel like maybe the wikis for games and stuff are like more locked down, or maybe you just have to like make an account and do it, and then it needs to be like approved or something. But I haven't done that. So I might. Maybe once I've done everything in this game, I'll like make some changes, fix some things, you know? Alright. So yeah, that event's done. That literally was like 20 minutes. I'm kind of shocked at how easy that was. I was thinking like I'd have to be here for a lot longer, but 20 minutes and I did extra. Now I can go get an extra cornucopia. Honestly, I might. I think it would be good to add to the room itself, but then display the other one in another room, maybe? I have no clue. I don't know what I do around here, okay? I just make things up as I go. If I picked up the cutlery, I could, like, keep the cutlery forever, right? I can't drop it, though. You can only throw it out. That's the only problem. So I could just do this for fun. Why not? But yeah, I'm gonna decorate with this character and put all the stuff away, and then that'll probably be it for today. And then again, yeah, I'll do a stream in the morning tomorrow, and I'm assuming I'm just gonna sell my turnips regardless, right? Like, I will just sell everything, right? I either sell after they decrease and I'll lose money. I'll sell if they go up again and make a bit of money. And if I somehow get a Friday spike for the first time in a year, again, I've been playing for just two weeks shy of a year, and I've never seen a spike on a Friday. That's honestly crazy. But yeah, like, sorry, I was just clearing my throat. Or I get the spike and I have to sell for like 2.5 hours. So like, yeah, if I have to sell, I mean, even if I'm selling regularly, that's still probably going to take like 45 minutes, maybe. Actually, probably more than that. Let's be real. I bought how many inventories? 36? Yeah, I bought 36. I bought 36 inventories. Like, one trip to the store is not a minute. So it's probably going to be like an hour to sell everything, maybe. Or close to an hour, even if I don't. And then I'll, like, yeah, so the stream in the morning, even if I'm, like, not getting a spike, it's still probably going to take an hour from buying all the grab bags, because you have to, like, buy them and then open them and open, and then, like, you know, like, it's going to be a lot. So we're gonna just figure that out. Okay, so this, where we're gonna change everything. There you go. Congrats, this is our room. Oh, the table's tiny. I'm so used to the tables always being big, you know? Look at that. I wish I could center it. Oh well. Can't always win. I don't know if this makes sense. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like these rooms are not big enough for me to design the way I want to. I feel like I'm always, like, doing weird things. Wake up. It checks out. I mean, that makes sense. I'm just like, man. But I guess he had, like, a lot more space than the other games. That lamp is tiny, too. Like, what's up with that? I was expecting floor lamp. This TV needs to be bigger. I don't know what they want me to do here. 2001 TVs be like that. Yeah, that's kind of fair. Kind of. I will put the clock here. Unless it's somehow a 2x2 clock. Nope, there you go. Look at that. Perfect. And then we can put a mirror here. Look at that. Clock looks like it wants to be. Yeah, honestly, let's just like move the lampshade on top of this and call it a day. Can I do anything crazy here? No, I can't. Worth a shot. That would've been funny. Wait, did I get 2 TVs? Wait. No, I didn't. Okay, if I got 2 TVs, I might have just put 2 TVs next to each other. That would have fit the space perfectly. Okay, we'll see what kind of points we get for that. Actually, I'm very curious about something. Can you sell the cutlery? I assume it's just in your inventory until you throw it out. I don't think you can sell it. I can check though. But my assumption is no, you can't sell it and it will just stay there forever. Okay, so like red, nook, HRA. Okay, I wonder if like this is enough points. Or is one of these like a point letter? I feel like I changed things. Okay, 40, I have 45k points at the moment. I was thinking maybe I should like move Gulliver's stuff out of here, you know? But I'm thinking like maybe that's worth points. And like maybe I can get the house model with this character real quick, real easy. Because I think the way it works, it's very weird. Because like you get bonuses on your main floor, but not on the upper floor. And if I had 45k before I put all this stuff in, then that might be That might be worth something. Let me look at the Harvest series. And yeah, basically everything in the Harvest series is worth 3,333 bells. It's just the rug and wall that aren't. But what's it worth point-wise? Give me the points. HRA points. It's 1,177 for a bed. So I assume everything is going to be like that. Yeah. I haven't got that dialogue yet. That's kind of funny. I'm waiting to pay off everyone else's debt until the end, basically. Just because it's easier for me. Okay, yeah, so you can't sell them. You can just keep it. Keep it forever. Alright, I do want to kind of read about the HRA stuff real quick. How do you, like, why? Wait, where's the points? Oh, points. Okay, I will explain this real quick. Just to make a point. Because basically, I'm done. You know, like, I did the event. I've done everything else I need to do today. I even decorated and put all the harvest stuff in my house. I don't need to do anything else. Like, that's it. I guess I could take the shirts out of the basement, since we can do that, just to have all the shirts out in case I move them somewhere. And then, yeah, I need to work on reorganizing these guys at some point, but that's going to be a large undertaking, to say the least. Okay, great. So we have another cornucopia there, but I have one cornucopia in this house too. That one will maybe go in here, or it will just stay in the one. I have no idea. Okay, so let me just look at the HRA stuff and read it real quick. So, points by item. Clothing, umbrellas, bugs, and fish are worth 3 points. Furniture from Nooks, wallpaper, and carpets. All from Nooks, 51 points. Standalone fossils, 300. Furniture from Red, Igloo, Tent, Gulliver, reorderable items from Tortimer, wallpapers from Wendell, carpets from Sahara, 412. Seasonal furniture from Tom Nooks, 700. Gyroids, 808. Which is a reference to Hanewa, which is the name of gyroids. Because it's a reference to the Japanese pronunciation of 828, which is Hapyaku ni juhachi. Which is like the ha ni ha. I don't know how they do that. You know? They there's a way that they always do these like little references with numbers. It's a thing I've noticed in a lot of Japanese stuff. They just pick like the starting ones, but I guess like the hapyaku represents like the first of that is the 8, and then ni is 2, and then yeah, the hachi is 8. So I guess they're just taking like the first part of each number. Do I keep the cockroaches for company? No, they just show up. If you, how do they work again? It's like if you don't play for a little bit. I guess they're more. Are they more noticeable in this game? They're in every game, aren't they? If neglected for a week or more, they show up. Yeah. And because I have so many characters, I'm not always on them. That's just how it goes, right? Okay. Items from the Snowman series are 888 points, because that looks like a snowman. The Mario-themed Nintendo birthday cake and fossils from a group, 1,000. Raffle furniture is 1,029, and I don't know if that's a reference. Maybe that's a reference too. Also, like, The katakana ha looks like that. Yes. Okay. It does. They're always doing fun little things like that. Items from the Spooky series, including the Jack-in-the-Box and Jack-o'-lantern, that's 1,031 points. The Post Office Savings Rewards, HRA Rewards, non-reorderable furniture from Tortimer, and the Museum Model. Those are all 1,111. Harvest series is like 1177. Jingle is 1224. I guess like that literally Christmas Eve. Is that what they're doing there? It's like 1224. Non-NES furniture from Animal Island is 1,300, and then the NES games from Animal Island, the secret code items, the NES games from secret codes, and the NES games from e-reader cards are worth 1,983, which I assume, not that I'm some sort of historian, is the release year for the NES, which it is. So yeah, I mean, I can see their different symbols, but yes, that's fun. The chat is doing a good job of making them look like different symbols, at least. But if you wrote them the wrong way, maybe they wouldn't. Okay, so those are the individual items associated. Sorry, the individual points associated with single items. Now, lucky items are worth 777 points. That's points times the amount of items you have, and then that's on top of the base score, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. And then complete furniture series with neither matching wallpaper nor flooring, main floor only, 48,000 points. It says completes furniture with either or on the main floor is 52. And if you have a complete furniture series with both the matching wallpaper and flooring, main floor only, that's 58k. And then if you have a non-complete theme with matching wallpaper and floor, main floor, that's 10k. Complete furniture theme with matching wallpaper and flooring, main floor only. Oh, sorry, I'm reading this wrong. I swear I'm trying my best here. Okay, the first three, that says complete furniture series. Series. As opposed to theme, which are different things. My bad. Hold on. Furniture in Animal Crossing. So if we go by collection, the Snowman series is a series. So that's good. But if you had like themes, like the backyard theme or something else, that's different. So it says, yeah, the complete furniture series, like what I have here with the snowman. Maybe I deleted the mail that was like accurate, because this is 45. But if I have all the snowman stuff, which I do, right? Like you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the wall and floor. That means I should have like 58,000 points. But then if you have a complete theme, it's like 15k plus 7 plus. It's 15,000 points plus 7 times the number of furniture items. And a complete furniture set is 3,000 times the number of items. And a table, chair, bed, dresser, and wardrobe, all of the same series, main floor, 16k. It's so weird. Cockroaches may deduct points. I'm getting to that part. But I don't think they do in this one. Maybe. This is the easiest way to get rid of them, I think. It did not work. I'm a liar. Get out of here. This guy is persistent. Okay, it might be good now. So those are the bonuses. And then there's point deductions. It says non-furniture items dropped on the ground or surface. That's -1 times the amount of items. Diary dropped on around, same thing. -800 points times the number of items for directional items facing a wall. Items from a different theme than the one completed, if one is completed, main floor only. -4,000 points times the number of items. So if I click on an item, like if I look at the snowman table, first item I saw. If I look at that on the wiki, it says blah 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 blah. Snowman series. Now, if I look at mannequin, this thing, why? What is it called in this thing? Is it one word? Oh, it's. Why does it have one N in this game, but in New Leaf and City Folk it has two N's? What's up with that? But I don't think this is part of a thing. Like, it's not associated with any group in Feng Shui, not that matters. It is it part of a theme? Maybe I should look at, like, the mega sheet, the data sheet. Let me try that real quick. I'll go to furniture. I'll search for the mannequin. I'll select this. So it's like it's got an image, icon, texture, source, e-card, source, available buy, sell, base points, series, other. Is other a series? HI lucky false. Base true. Placeable. Okay. I did see that on the on the Wikipedia article when I was reading it, and yeah, it's like I could have guessed that. It's yeah, I'm shocked that they included that in the game. You know, it's a little like I mean, obviously it's just like a public work of art, whatever. But like you know, it doesn't seem super kid friendly Nintendo to me. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, but supposedly it is part of the other HRA theme, so it does have a theme, but it's not clear on Wikipedia. I don't think. But wait, HR series. Oh no, that's the wrong snowman. Okay, I got you baited there for a second. So yeah, that's from the Snowman series. So if it's from the other series, I assume I'm losing points because of those items. It's an iconic thing of Belgium, but yes. Okay, the atomic. Okay, let me Google that. Oh, that thing. Yeah, that one's iconic. The atomium. I don't know how to say that nicely. It's not a word I hear spoken much. Okay, I'm gonna look up the station models real quick. Station model. So that is also the other series. Now, does this make sense? Can I do math here? Can I do math? So I have a complete furniture series with everything. That's 58,000 points. But I guess that doesn't factor in the actual numbers from the items themselves, right? So if I say it's like 888 times at least 10, there's another like 8k plus 58k. And then there's like the values from the other things. But if I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 times 4, that's like 40k. So like, I don't know. I'm going to see what the points look like tomorrow. I guess. That's maybe the plan. Maybe I'll load this character in the morning tomorrow just to check the points. I like that headcanon. That's good stuff. They're like, man, look at this statue. I wish I could put this in a game or something. And then later, years later, they're like, yeah, this one. We gotta include him. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I guess tomorrow, let me see what the points are at, because then maybe I could get a house model. And if not, I'll try to remove the Gulliver stuff and see if that helps. Because if this is from the other series and this is from Snowman, then this would deduct points. And we have like a full series up here and a full one there. I mean, that line is... Yeah, he's just... They're like the only two fountains in the game, I guess. Because like there's not many other fountains. Fountains are weird, I agree. Yeah, okay, I can't really do much in here. Okay, it's been an hour. I did a lot of like extra stuff that I didn't really need to do. Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, we're gonna see how the points for this house look like tomorrow. I did decorate a room, which is nice. Also, it's kind of fun. You get house models and manor models or whatever. If you get 70,000 points and 100,000 points with the HRA, and the item they send you matches the color of your roof, but it's all just like one item internally, you know? So like I could get a couple different houses with different colors, and that'd be fun. But yeah, that's a fun little thing, just to point that out. I don't know if I will get that with everyone, because their houses are already messes. But if I could get it like at the couple, that might be worth it. But yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I like that. Because then it'll like accurately match my house. I guess like I'm trying to figure out like the model room. Like if I actually did the model room, I think maybe I do need to use the basement. But if you had like a bunch of these, then like you could maybe make it look nice and work. And yeah, it's cute until a neighbor paints your roof a color that another house already has. Just don't talk to your neighbors and they can't do that to you. I learned that one the easy way. Not really. I had it happen to my house once, but I think it was before I like finished upgrading, so I was able to fix it. Anyway, I guess I will wrap up now. So again, today was a lot easier than I expected. That's like not even an hour and a half between both streams. I got a new winter shirt this morning. It's the first day of the winter season at Nooks, so that was pretty cool. It's a nice way to start this season. That means we only need 3 more. If I could get those, I'd be pretty happy. And I did a little more organizing. I moved the extra Gulliver furniture that was outside to a different acre. I'm going to leave the other stuff in this house just to see how the points go tomorrow, because I am curious. And I don't know, maybe the letter I have isn't new, but like I haven't opened it, which makes me think it's the most recent points. But maybe it's not. Maybe that's from like before. Or maybe it is, and I'm just not calculating things right. Anyway, it's possible I could get an HRA bonus. That's all good. No need to apologize. I just don't want to say it on stream. You know? This is a wholesome Animal Crossing stream. How dare they include a depiction of a small child urinating. But yeah, and then we got all the stuff from the event. It was really easy because it's the only thing that actually guarantees you to get new items. So we got all that stuff and the cornucopia, and we put all that in my 4th character's house upstairs. So yeah, I'm gonna see about the points, because we can get that house model. That'd be nice. I do want to make my main house nice, and I want to get the Regal furniture series on display in there. So that'll hopefully happen soon. But I still need the Regal cupboard. So hopefully we can get that tomorrow. And if we get any more during it, great. Otherwise, I'll order them from the store. And then we can decorate and get that ready before the 10th. And then I'll have those 2 models, which will be good. Because obviously I want as many items as I can by that point. Also, the museum model. If I can get the last painting from Red tomorrow, which again, that's the plan, I can donate that and complete the museum. And then all characters will get a museum model. So I want to make sure everyone's mailboxes are like empty before that happens. So big things can happen in the next few days is what I'm trying to say. cornucopia, but there's not even corn in it. I guess this you could put corn in a cornucopia, but I guess this one doesn't have one. Cornucopia. I can't spell. Don't mind me. Because it's not coming up with the. Okay, there it is. Never mind. Yeah, there's no corn in that. Just weird triangular gourds, which are pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Anyway, I've been yapping a lot. My throat's like, ugh. And if that's already the case, tomorrow's gonna be rough. But I guess I've just been talking this whole time, so that's fine. Anyway, so today, very successful. We got 13 new items associated with the Harvest Festival. It's all good. We got the 13 items from the Harvest Festival and a new shirt. So 14 new items today. It's pretty cool. And then we need 14 items from Red, I think. Or is it 13? It's 13. So if we get all those tomorrow, that's another 13, and that's 27 items over 2 days. Plus, yeah, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so 2 streams tomorrow. We'll check out the store, sale day. Also sale day because the pinwheels. If we get all 8 pinwheels, it's another 8 new items. So yeah, we'll do the store, sell the turnips in the morning, regardless of whatever's going on. And maybe check out my 4th character's points. And then maybe get something. And then maybe remove the stuff and see if that makes things better. Because then that character will have 2 full furniture series on multiple floors. Which could help. Also, I guess I am losing points for like having things facing each other, but whatever, or facing walls. Maybe they can face each other, but they can't face walls. I don't know. Things are confusing. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll do 2 streams tomorrow, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good rest of your day or night. And I'll see you then. Bye.